Welcome YouTubers to Get Good Noob, a new series I am creating in order to address foolish mistakes made by the inexperienced. In this episode, I will cover Death Knights, the only class that can effectively deal punishing melee and ranged damage. DKs are fairly easy, but many people play them differently and incorrectly. As far as talents go, some are fairly useless. Unholy Blight only applies diseases, there's no damage increase. Anti-Magic Zone is a weak, stationary mitigator with a long cooldown. And Blood Tap is very difficult for new players to get the hang of, plus it's more crap to think about. But regardless of the spec, haste is your friend. It makes you hit faster, your diseases tick faster, and increases your rune regeneration so you can do stuff. Applying Soul Reaper will deal a heavy strike or increased haste if the target dies early. Dark Simulacrum, yes, that's how you say it, is a great spell that people forget. Place it on an enemy caster at opportune moments to borrow the next spell that costs mana. With both luck and skill, you could grab a spell that may end or save lives. And of course, the most important and misused spell, Death Grip. It has so many uses, but people often waste it on stupid things. Whenever an experienced player like myself sees another Death Knight waste Death Grip, all we do is something like this. Before using it, try to think, do I really need to do this right now? And if so, does this benefit anyone else on my team? Lichborn is useful not only to break fears, but for healing as well. Combined with Necrotic Plague, your enemies will feed you the runic power needed to continue healing yourself. Since Blood and Unholy Spec have Death Coil, they can benefit from Lichborn, whereas Frost cannot. Remorseless Winter is great against mindless enemies in melee range, or for creating a damage zone that smart enemies want to avoid. But even if you manage to pull it off in PvP, most classes have abilities that are usable while stunned, making stuns one of the weakest forms of crowd control. As Unholy, you can let your pet handle a lot of the work for you. With a few simple macros, you can maintain full control of their actions. Frost DKs are a powerhouse of damage, great for closing gaps and crushing foes while their burst is active through Pillar of Frost. Many DKs like to switch into Blood Presence, sacrificing combat effectiveness for a vain attempt to survive. Truth be told, you're far more likely to outlive an attack while in your original presence than you are switching into one that is not suited for your spec. And that about covers it. I hope that you like my video and to fight some smarter people. See you on the battlefield.